Hi everybody, Tashi here from Pixie Mommy's Reborns. Welcome back to everybody new. Hello and welcome. Yeah, today's the day. I have a new baby in my reborn nursery to share with you all. I'm super excited. Technically the baby's not finished because I am going to be rooting him, but I've been privately enjoying him behind the scenes as well as in my channel's membership for, well, they got to see the whole process of him coming to life and everything. So if you are new, make sure you go and smash that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. My channel membership is exclusive behind the scenes. If you'd like to take part in that and support my channel and see everything behind the scenes, click the blue join button next to subscribe. It is $1.99 a month. That's all inclusive. You can cancel at any time. You must be 18 years old to join, but for less than the price of a cup of coffee a month, come on in, check it out. We have a lot of fun in there. So yeah, I've been like privately enjoying him, and I'm pretty much ready to go root him, and I'm like, I just can't wait. I just can't wait. Look, he is a bundle, a big chubby bundle, and I'm so excited. So there's lots going on in the reborn community. To those of you that kind of follow community stuff, oof, there's a lot going on. I'll touch on things in this video, but I save that for another video, and let's check this little guy out. The camera's flipped, so you're gonna see him in my arms. Obviously at a certain point, probably when he's unrooted, I'll give a details video. I will post some details pictures on my Instagram, and if you would like to follow that, there's always a link in the description of the video below. So I'm wondering at what point any of you will know the sculpt. Some of you may know just by the little side profile, but let's start unwrapping this guy. I'm just, oh my gosh, I'm so in love. So I painted this baby myself, and I'm just very pleased with, he's for my collection, and I'm very pleased with how he came out. I actually went through today, I had different eyes for him and decided I wanted like more of a newborn look of a blue, and so I finally arrived at his, like, what's gonna be his eyes. But oh, let's just kind of hold him up. Let's just take his passy out and hold him up. Oh my goodness. Who is this? Who is that? So this is Gounchin. I'm not sure how Chenza pronounces it, but I'm doing my best. Gounchin by Vincenzina Care or Chenza Dolls. And this sculpt, wow. Wow. The whole baby. So he's a good 0 to 3 month size. I am presenting him, like a newborn, because he's still very newborn looking, and if you had a 9-10 pounder, you'd have him. He has he has 1/4 arms. Okay, so he's a little bit different. He has 1/4 arms, and he has a customized body that comes with him by Chenza that has this extra like chubby tummy and goes thin at the at the hips. This is by far the most realistic body I have ever had on a reborn, and his quarter limbs, which is here. So I have armatures in his arms. He's so posable. He looks and feels as real as it, more real than any doll I've ever had. Like, she did the sculpting. I'm just blown away. I'm just absolutely positively blown away. This is actually the third Chenza baby that I have painted. The first one is Elliot, my Stanley Oliver, which is he's a Down syndrome baby. The second was the conjoined twins, or twins with the cranial facial duplication. And those babies are now little girls over in Lexi's collection at Hey There Spooky Face, if you want to go check them out. Those were the second Chenza babies. I mean, if you want to count, that they're 2 babies, then it will be 4, but, as far as painting a sculpt, this is my third, and won't be my last. I am, I'm, her sculpting is just right up my alley, and I'm sure many of you, because I've seen lots of little Gounchin's out there, Gounchin, God, I don't know how, but I'm pretty sure he has a name. I'm going to keep that to myself for now, because I'm going to, just call him it, and, because I've done it before where I've made like a name announcement and then I've changed it. So even though I'm quite sure, I'm going to keep that to myself for now. Plus, once he's rooted, if he looks a little different or whatever, maybe the name won't suit him. I don't know. So just like, so now let me show you all him with the, let's get you all. He has all the deets, all the bells and whistles. You're probably not going to be able to see it in this video, but he has the lanuga. He's got milk bumps, textured milk bumps, the stork bite. He's just got all of those, little extras. And I've lightly painted his eyebrows. I'm going to root over the eyebrows as well. And also, when I root down like into the painted lanuga, so it gives like the peach fuzz. So he has all those beautiful details, or beautiful to me. It's what I like on a baby. I like all that like imperfections, and he's very mottled. I like a lot of mottling, a lot of blotchiness in my newborns. If I was painting like an older baby, which I probably wouldn't, because it's not my style of painting, or at least not as someone new to painting, because I am new. It's been maybe like a year and a half now that I've been painting as a collector, but he might be like my 10th baby, 9th, 10th baby, something like that. I haven't painted a whole lot of dolls. But I'm just loving him. He's not going to be for sale. I have sold a couple babies that I've painted myself. I'm mostly painting for my own collection. If I do wind up putting up a baby that I've painted for sale, I will post in my channel's membership first. It's just a perk of membership for that they kind of get first dibs. That's all. I, in the future, I won't only sell in there, but it's, just where I would post first. And I do have because I share, kits as they come in, and, I'll say I'm going to paint this sculpt again. I got this kit in, blah, 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 blah. So some of my members, already are kind of on a list, hey, if you ever paint that sculpt again, or paint that sculpt that I see that you have and you do decide to sell it, would you, so I have a little bit of a list, but because I'm just, I wanted to, ever since I stepped into this hobby, I wanted to learn to paint. I was immersed in the art and soaking it all up and learning all that I could. My spine surgery and, back problems and stuff really stopped me when I was about to start, and Those of you that have been following my channel know, that story and everything. So, but finally I did, get to start, and this spring, or this past March, hit the year marker for me, for painting. So that's my story to those of you that are new. So now painting. Okay, so yeah, there's a huge to-do with the Genesis heat set paint. No longer going to be produced. They just announced that a couple days ago. I haven't spoken publicly on it, and I don't know how much that I will, and at least not right now. I did a pop-in live and membership yesterday, so I did speak behind the scenes for the sole purpose of, because behind the scenes is all sharing my journey in the art and all of that, and I wanted to communicate with, other artists that are in there to know who has tried what works, what's perhaps similar to Genesis. Everybody that paints is struggling, and I really feel for artists who do this as a living. It's difficult because, many of us, trust and use Genesis as a collector. It's my preferable way to have a doll sealed. I have dolls in my collection that are painted with air dry that are amazing, but they're sealed with heat set. So that is, damn fruit fly. All right. That is an issue, and so I feel like the more information we share with one another of what's working for one another, the more helpful that will be. So, but then of course we have the latest, and those of you that know what I'm talking about, and those of you that don't, I'm not even gonna put that here in this video, because it literally just came down the pipe last night, and it's buzzing. The reborn community is a buzzing. I've had my phone plugged into the charger all day because it's just blowing up. I had to put some charge into it to record this video. So, let me show you all his head. By the way, this sculpt looks amazing bald. If you don't want to be bothered with rooting hair, or you're a collector that wants to, get a doll that's, not rooted. He is, Chenza's dolls in general, because I think Stanley Oliver looks really cute bald. I've seen him bald many times, and I've seen her twins bald. They just, her sculpting is so spot on. Her proportions, are so spot on her sculpting. So the heads are really realistic. Her faces are so adorable. So, I could leave him a baldy. I could. I just love rooted hair. I really do. But I don't know. Who knows? I may just you know, pick up the paintbrush again and leave him, because I could thoroughly enjoy him as he is. But I have this vision for him, kind of what I want to do with hair. So I feel kind of like he's not finished with. I don't know. I'll have to see. Let me know in the comments what you all think of him bald, and also just what you think of him. I hope you all love him as much as I do. I think that this is a baby that you're gonna see a lot of in my photos, on Instagram and here in my videos, because I'm like so enamored with him. If he was shipped to me and I opened this baby up, I just would be like on the floor gushing. I'm so happy with him, I think that's part of the joy as a collector when you're able to paint, because then I can paint the doll like exactly how I envision the sculpt and how I want it. And that makes me happy as a collector for my collection. There are so much variables when you're painting, that it doesn't always come out the way you want it to. But I sit there and work and work and work. Those that have been with me in the Pixie Squad kind of see me going through it, see me talking about it, see how long I take, because I just keep going and going and going until I get it the way that I want it, or till I know that I did the very, very best job at that moment in time as my skill set that I possibly can. That's just how I roll. But I'm not in a rush in any way. I can do that, so I do. So, it took me all summer to paint him, but that was worth every, back-breaking hour. So, so I hope you all really love him. I hope you're all excited to, hear his name announcement, see him rooted if he gets rooted. Wait till you all see some of the photos of this body and how the realism is really, it's just incredible. So I stuffed him. I weighted him with, of course he has like the fine glass in his limbs. I filled the limbs like his legs only like halfway, and then the rest is polyfill because it would be too much. And then his arms, like I said, are quarter, so they're filled up, and then he's got the armatures in his arms. I know Chenza has the armatures available for sale, like just the armatures that you could buy on her website. She happened to be sold out when I needed them, and I wanted to get him together, so I wound up having to actually source from the UK and buy the tool and everything, but now I have it. So anyway, he's got in his bum, he's got the glass beads, and I did like the two, little balls for his little butt. And then I did a sack of the baby fat pellets, the silicone pellets. So his tummy has that soft, the silicone pellets, their weight and they're soft. And then a little bit more, another sack on top with the glass beads, polyfill. a sack in his head, polyfill, and he just feels, you got to tweak it. You got to sit and blah, 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 blah. Anybody that's put a reborn together, even a collector, because lots of collectors, y'all, I know I've always reweighted my babies when I got them. Occasionally an artist would get it like spot on. But I like my babies really heavy. I like them floppy and posable. I have a certain way I like them. So as a collector, I have many videos up. I have a playlist, Learning the Reborn Hobby series. If you want to watch a video on how to weight a doll, how to get the head off, all that stuff, to anyone interested. But oh my goodness. Yeah, he just looks so cute bald, doesn't he? All right, I'm gonna stop. I just, I don't know. I have a hard time gauging what a doll that I have painted really looks like to anyone else. I just know what, to me, how I see it and how I feel about the doll when it's done. With the baby, I mean, how is he not real? How is this baby just not real? It's like, this is the closest, besides my silicone dolls, that, to having a real baby in the house. I just, I mean, I'm enamored with the sculpt, and yeah. But it's very hard for me to tell, as far as, how I paint it, and, when I root them and stuff, I don't know what other it's just hard. I can assess a doll as a collector, a doll that I'm going to purchase, and, I can have a lot to say. I can have an opinion. Does it have an ultimate realism? Does it, just all the stuff? Do I like the skin tone? Do I like the style painting? Does it suit the sculpt? Da 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 da. I have a really hard time assessing my work in that way, because I think that when you put all of your heart and soul and love into something, you're gonna love it no matter what. That's kind of why I always encourage collectors that want to paint, that say, I said, you're scared. You get scared to paint, to invest all that money, and, just to take that plunge and do it. And you're worried, am I going to like my own work? Am I going to, is it going to be worth it? Am I going to want the babies that I paint in my collection? Da, 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 da. And it is costly, and I've been through several. I got a pile of, limb kits that, several that I was, I could strip, but, that I was not happy with the way they were coming out, and I just scratched that project, and it can become costly, but, it's worth it. It's worth it, and I would encourage any collector, because you're gonna be able to have paint babies that you will enjoy, because like I said, you're gonna love, if you just kind of work at it and be patient, and it'll come, and there's just something to be said about how you feel about something that you made with your own two hands, your own creativity. There just is. So all right, I am going to leave it at that. I just I don't want to stop talking, because I love just looking at him. When I was doing the live in the membership yesterday, I was holding him, and I just loved looking at him in my arms, and I can see him in my arms while I'm filming. So, right, buddy? Oh my goodness, you're so cute. And so I modified this passy for him. And it's a clear passy. I saw somebody else, might have been even Chenza. I can't keep track on Instagram, but may have been a few people that did this sculpt and did the clear passy because he's got an open mouth. So you'll see if you look at pictures that I've taken of him, but look at how real that looks because his mouth is open. So, you know, it's not just like a magnet stuck to the face. It's really in his mouth, like a silicone would be, which is cute for those of you that love, you know, passies as props or just to, you know, enjoy them. So I thought that was like a little neat, fun, you know, thing. So this will be like his passy, and I'll probably try to find other like clear ones that I like. They have the nice round ones. I have them, you know, so I'll just have to modify some, but I'm gonna be enjoying this guy. So I'll do a whole video, and I will attempt. I can tell you right now, that there is going to be some beating around the bush because first off, it's really important to me as a small business owner myself, having nothing to do with this industry, but just in general, knowing, you know, the suppliers, I support them. They're our businesses in our community, and I think it's really important to, you know, stand with them on their decisions, especially as they're making tough decisions that they're going to probably lose money, not carry a certain product, but it's protecting the integrity of this art and industry on a whole. And that's a very hard decision to make. I understand, and I'm sure that some of them are, well, I know, like, y'all saw McPherson's, you know, made an announcement this morning that they're going to do their own investigation, you know, to find the facts first before they make a decision like that, which is more than understandable. I would want to do the same thing. So please be patient, and, you know, communities, I'm just going to say communities, not just us, but communities in general have a habit of kind of jumping it and running out with the pitchforks and, you know, really picking sides and da-da-da-da. And remember that all of our suppliers, you know, bring us, you know, the supplies that we want and need to have the beautiful dolls that we do. Artists are going to have to be making decisions, and, you know, just please be patient with them. And also, I would like to say this because this does involve, like, the whole controversy over the fakes and, you know, all that, which is, you know, a touchy subject around here. And, you know, depending on who you talk to, it's, you know, a subject of controversy. So I would just like to say for my own self, going forward, whatever you see in my videos and my posts, just because I am in support of, I support the authentic art. I support our sculptors. I support our artists. I support our businesses. I will stand by them. Does not mean that I'm attacking anyone else or anything of the sort. It's simply standing by what I believe in, where my heart is. So remember that not everyone that is for the authentic art is being mean or bullying anyone or leaving anyone out or anything of the sort. Most of us are just kind of standing by the art, the authentic art. And that's, you know, and being supportive. And that's what we should do here, all be supportive of, you know, one another and where our hearts are. All right, everyone, now I'm definitely going to wrap it up. Don't forget, if you did enjoy this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed, all that good stuff. And we will see you all real soon. Till next time, God bless.